So really,
So first
I
of all,
really
by the
like,
way, connect with AJ Hillman on our team. She is also a survivor of that exact same shooting. She's a rank
you know,
4.
that's funny because AJ's the one that introduced my mom to ketones.
Oh my gosh! Stop! I was like, you need to
So
message AJ, girl. Like AJ was
that's
there.
it.
Wow, it's crazy. Small world.
So we know AJ. We've hang out with her before. That's my mom went to an actual like hosting party that AJ had,
Yeah.
and that's how she got into the ketones.
Love it. Love it. Cool. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Small world. Nuts.
Yeah, been crazy. So first off, I just want to know like what should I be doing to start off like business, like to get it going? Because I do post videos and everything, but I just feel like no one's really paying attention in
Sure.
a sense.
So a couple of things. First thing I'll tell you is that just because you hear crickets does not mean that nobody is listening. It's one of my favorite things I train people on because this is not an overnight success. It was never supposed to be an overnight success. If it was about overnight success, then you and everyone would be a millionaire, right? That's the first thing I'll tell you. Second thing is, are you done Betty? Are you done Betty the bot?
I'm not sure if I finished yet, but I'm still working on it.
Done.
We still have to get like passwords from, and I'm like, oh, what is it? And she's
Yes.
like,
Yeah, so
But
you,
yes,
you can
I'm
come to me
almost
for
done.
passwords if you need to, but you definitely need to finish that and then redo it and then redo it and then redo it and then redo it and then redo it. I know you're on training calls, keep getting on those, but business is not complicated. Business is very simple. I think a lot of people like to overcomplicate things for sure, just because then, it's easier to have a cop out then. Not to say you're copping out, that's not what I'm saying. But people like to go, oh, it's so complicated. No, it's not. It's sales, it's recruiting, and it's leadership. Right?
Yeah.
But anytime you post something, I want you to think like, who is this going to connect with? Right? Who is this story going to connect with?
All right, thank you. Then I have, is there anything like you specifically post in a sense like categorizing your posts so that you're like, I don't know how to say it, but like you want to post something, you want to direct your attention to certain something. So like I'll post one video or something on just ketones, and I'll put like what that day or that drink is really doing for me that time in the day.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
No, I am more of a post so many times somebody can't ignore you kind of person. And that just depends on what's going on. So like I've been in meetings literally all day. Like I have not even moved from this chair. So this is meeting I think number 8 or 9. So I've done nothing. But after this, I should say, I did get a bouquet of flowers delivered from some people on our team that are on the wall. So I know I'm gonna take a photo of that. So at least I have 2 pieces of content right there, because I'll do an Instagram post. Well, maybe 3. I'll probably do a TikTok, an Instagram post, and a Facebook post. So like every time I do anything in my life that is even kind of normal, just like my normal day-to-day whatever, I always try to make a piece of content out of it. That would be my tip for you. And just post more. You can never overpost. It's not possible. Too many people live on the internet these days, especially with coronavirus. So post.
yes. I love your TikToks, by the way. They're always so fun. I'm like,
thank you.
laughing at them and everything.
I love it.
Now my family, they think I'm crazy, and I'll post something like rather funny, and they're like, "Who is that?" And I'm like,
Yeah, but
me?
like there's Jessie Lee and then there's Boss Lee. So whenever anybody says something like that, not that they were trying to be rude, by the way, like I'm very Jessie Lee right now. I'm very calm. Probably you might have been expecting me to be all like training Jessie Lee on Wednesday nights. But no, my personality is super introverted, really quiet, really to myself. And then my alter ego, Boss Lee, is a bit of a show-off. That's the Leo in me. And that's really what comes out on Wednesday nights or on TikTok or on live video, like if it's a really engaging live or whatever. But yeah, aside from that, no, I'm chill. So don't internalize that too much when people are like, is that even you, Caitlin? Like, yeah, it's me. But that's like you don't have to name your alter ego. I just happen to name mine. But hopefully that gives you some context around that for sure.
Yeah. I have a list of questions, but I really don't know where they go.
It's great. You're doing awesome.
So I've messaged a few people that I've added them to SPR. How am I able to help them like finish the sale and everything, because I've gotten people into SPR and I'll tell them like you have questions and everything and I'll tag them, but then they kind of just like ghost me.
Sure. Follow up. Well, okay, here's the follow up, but I want to be a little more directive for you on that. First of all, yes, follow up in the message. I like to send funny GIFs, like the little like groundhog popping out of the hole, like, hey, like I like that one. But even more so, you posting content and going live, etc., that is follow up. So, you know, my customers who maybe haven't ordered, instead of me harassing them in the DM, I'm live constantly. So people are like, oh my God, if I don't order from her, like everybody else is gonna order from her. I better order from her. I'm not gonna get her attention. You know, if I don't join her team, somebody else is going to. I'm not gonna get her attention. Oh my God, she's got another rising leader, another car earner. What am I doing? Like, people will literally be followed up with by you being present online. So every time you post, it's a follow-up. Every time you go live, it's a follow-up. Every time I post a podcast, podcast every day. I'm about to upload today's, by the way. But it's a form of follow-up. Nobody's like, Jessie Lee wasn't harassing me and walking me step by step, like as if you need to walk somebody step by step through ketones. You put it in water and you drink it. But you know how some people are. It's like, oh, well, maybe I should find, oh, well, she did send me an instruction sheet. Let me read that. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is not that complicated. Like there's follow-up everywhere. And I think that being a presence on social media, like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think being a presence on social media is probably my biggest and most effective form of follow-up. It's not necessarily the sending of the messages. For me, the sending of the messages tends to be first-time messages more than anything, like lead generation.
Okay.
Is that useful?
Yeah.
Good.
So I am part of specific groups on Facebook, like
Cool.
group survivors and everything. Is that something I should be using as an advantage?
Yes. Okay, let me explain something. I just want to know, actually, what is your favorite benefit of ketones?
The focus and more of the mentality I have using them.
So, okay, here's a question. Is this our first one-on-one conversation together?
Yeah.
Do you think I knew you were going to say that?
No. Yeah, maybe.
Yes.
Probably.
I knew you were going to say my mood, my mental state, and my focus. I mean, I knew you were going to say it. Like, I set you up. Boop, there you go, grand slam. I knew you were going to say it. And I say that to you because how many people, not even just, obviously you survived a traumatic event. You survived a mass shooting, okay? If you think you are the only person who has left that and had mental, I don't even know what the right word is. I don't want to be insensitive.
Nope.
Not mental issues, but mental like dark times,
fogginess.
Fogginess or like panic attacks out of nowhere, probably anxiety. Like, because I don't even need to know. I mean, obviously, I know what shooting you're talking about. We all know about Mandalay Bay, but like anybody who's been through a traumatic event has those same trigger responses, right? Until they've worked through them and etc. Okay, and you say you found something where you're not making any medical claims, but it's helped with your anxiety, your mood, your not anxiety is a disease, but like it's helped with your feelings of this and this and this and this and mental clarity and whatever. Well, if it's a group of people that went through the exact same experience as you, it's almost like I would feel like it would be my duty to share that. Like, because that's a very traumatic event.
Yeah.
So,
right.
To answer the question, I suppose, yes. Yeah, no, absolutely. And it doesn't even just have to be groups that are specific around that shooting, but it could be around, I mean, I don't know how far down the trauma rabbit hole you want to go in your business, but that's a mental health advocate. I mean, I feel like you're advocating for mental health. And that's nothing you need to be ashamed about.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have. It's definitely improved. Like, I went to therapy twice, maybe. Once as a family, one by myself, and then I stopped going, and I was drinking ketones. And it's definitely benefited me more than I would have ever expected.
Yeah. Even just saying that, like, you know, you're not claiming anything, but you know you have PTSD from it. You know you have, you know, whatever. I don't want to put words in your mouth. And that you found something that worked really well for you. Come on. I mean, I would if it were me, I would almost feel like it's my moral obligation to share that.
Awesome.
Like, go back to Sydney.
I should probably go live on that.
Yes, you should. Like, go back to Sydney's training last week. What was Sydney's training on?
Being authentic.
Authenticity. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Well, that's your authentic story. I didn't live through that. I can't tell that story. It's not my job to tell that story. That's your job. Does that resonate?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think more people would, like, on TikTok, you never know who's really going to be watching.
Oh my gosh.
And so if I post something like that, I feel like more people would be more connected with me in a sense. And I feel like that would probably benefit overall.
I mean, like you just said, you were a senior in high school, attending a concert with your family. Come on. Yes.
Yeah.
Share.
Yeah. What an epic senior year that was.
That's one way to describe it.
Yeah, that's for sure. So how, this is more a question for you, or like asking about you. How did selling ketones for you, like, benefit your life? Like, before you were with Prove It and you were with a different company, or how is this company different, or like, how has it impacted your life for your business perspective?
From a business perspective, okay. I was going to say, I can't live without them because I'm not a focused human. I need the focus. But I will tell you, for me, it really became a company that I was able to build with winners who had not yet won. So maybe people like you that never thought you would be able to make $2, $3, $4, $5, $10, $50, $100,000 a month, you know? And then I get a hold of you and I show you something where you can share socially on the internet, and it's a fun product that actually works, that people feel in 20 minutes. Like, especially with the results you said are your favorite, I'm going to guess you probably felt it in about 20 minutes. It hit your brain and you're like, oh my God, what did I just drink? Like a Limitless pill? Like, it's unbelievable, right? But just from a different perspective, I was excited about a company where I got to be me. You know, I almost wouldn't have dared showing up on a live video. Clearly I have no makeup on. You know, clearly my hair's unwashed. It's fine. Good. Oh, thanks, babe. Clearly my hair's not washed. It's why I'm wearing a hat. I'm wearing a sweater and leggings. And I'm just here for, you know, being me. And I don't think I've ever felt as accepted somewhere. And that was a catalyst for me to want to share more. Right? Because I felt like, okay, you're the odd man out. You're welcome here. Okay, you are a weirdo. You're a black sheep. Cool. You're welcome here. Oh, you're misunderstood by your friends and your family, and what? You're welcome here. Oh, traditional business isn't looking like something you're going to do with your life. That's fine. You're welcome here. And the culture is really what got me, and it's what spread this so quickly. I mean, we're in 27 countries around the world. I mean, do the math. You know? Top earner in the company by being I mean, I just won the award, so I guess we can talk about it very openly, right?
I saw it.
Crazy.
I went to Epic.
Yeah, girl. I think it's just a good reminder that if you want to be successful, be yourself. And then I've used this platform to prove that. I mean, we have 123 car earners.
Yeah, I can't wait for my name to be up there.
Yeah, girl, let's go. Or 122 in 39 months. We're working on 123.
Yeah, a year ago, I wouldn't be able to say that I would be on a live with you, or that I received an Oswald Award for Epic.
Yeah, girl. Yeah, that's a perfect award for you. Perfect award for you.
Yeah, it's just mind-blowing of how far I've come and how far, like, my life has changed in the last few years.
What are you, 19?
I'm going to be 21 this year.
So you're 20.
I
mean, girl. I wish I knew what I knew at 20, what you're knowing at 20. I mean, oh my God, if you squander this opportunity, I'm going to come for you. I'm not really going to come for you, but what the hell? I mean, jeez, 20 years old.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I mean,
I
just
feel like
to put it in
definitely-
perspective, I started when I was 22 in a different vehicle, right? It was direct sales, it was belly-to-belly business, but it was still entrepreneurship. Okay, so this is where I am in 10 years. Where will you be when you're 30?
Yeah, can't wait to see. It's definitely something I'm looking forward to. But yeah, I've never thought of myself being in network marketing or something like this.
Yeah.
I definitely thought my way of how I used to be into sports a lot, and I found myself going into somewhere medical field where I would be like a physical therapist or
Oh, cool.
something like that. But then since I've been introduced to ketones, I can see myself being part of the network marketing business. And
Well, the thing is, if that's what you were looking at doing in your life, it would make sense that you were very drawn to this, because the only people who win in network marketing are the people who serve. So if you had a call on your heart to serve people in a medical capacity where you're not paid enough and nobody appreciates you and, well, what I love about network marketing is you get to serve, you get to lead, you get to help people, and you get paid properly for it. You know?
yeah,
Like, you're gonna do very well. Very well. It just makes sense. It makes logical sense for who you are at your core to do well at this.
yeah, that's just my ultimate goal in life. You know, I wish during that time at the concert I had stopped and helped others. And in that time, it's all right to be kind of selfish, but I wish I was that person that was able to stop and like help others to get out also.
Mm-hmm.
And I do volunteer around my community, and I do spread love, and I do pay it forward, as Prove said earlier in Epic, prove it forward, and I do, share positivity around, and that's just my ultimate goal, is just make everyone's life a little bit better and easier, just day by day.
Yeah, and I just want to go back to what you said really fast. Don't feel guilty. Like, you were in a fight or flight moment. So I know there's, just from the words you used, there's somewhere in there where you still feel guilty that you didn't help other people. Think of all the people that you're going to serve, because you did save yourself. Like, you can't change the past.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't spend much time thinking about what you would have done differently, and instead take that action to serve more people in your future. It's okay that you didn't turn around when you're getting shot at and try to save everybody's life, but you can do that now. So don't let yourself feel like a failure in any aspect of that. I don't think anybody watching this knows what that feels like. I certainly don't.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have ran towards the gunfire or away.
Yeah, and in time of that, I have no clue. And it was my first time ever in Vegas, so I didn't even know where anything was.
Yeah, hell no, girl. No. Mm-mm. Nope. Yeah, I just don't want you to have guilt around that. I could hear it a little bit, so just don't. You have a lot of life to live, and you have a lot of people you can serve. A lot of people you can serve. And maybe, down the road you do seminars on running towards the fire, what you would have done differently. Maybe you write a book on it someday, but you can't change what happened a few years ago, but you can change the ripple effect you have moving forward.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see, what else do I have for as a business leader, what are your top 3 priorities in your business?
Well, for me, live video is my biggest return on investment. So people wonder why I'm live all the time. I'm live all the time because live video is my number one return. But my biggest thing for me is bringing people along with me. I think that it shows not only in my results, but also in just the way I speak and where I decide to put my time. I don't really know what the, monetary value is on a live like this, but I know I feel really good about it. I know speaking to you, you're 20 years old, you're gonna do a lot with the world, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what if she thinks back to this interview in 50 years and is like, I got that, I don't know. I have a call and a duty to serve. And so most of my day is laid out around where can I put the biggest impact. So yeah, it's a lot of calls, and yeah, it's a lot of meetings, and yeah, it's a lot of live video and a lot of commenting back to people so people feel seen and people feel heard and people feel like their lives have been touched. Yeah, it's a lot of content production like we talked about at the beginning of this live. But for me, that allows, like by me showing you what a leader does, it allows you to step into your leadership. So that's really what my day is kind of like based around, is where can I leave the biggest impact. It's not like a 1, 2, 3 thing, but it's like that's me in a nutshell.
Yeah, definitely seeing you go live and how much you post definitely like inspires me just to do even more. Like I try to post a TikTok like twice a day, but like once usually happens. And live is one of my weak points. I get so
you're doing
nervous
great though. It's all about repetition. You know, it gets easier with repetition. I wouldn't dare have gotten on a live with, like I said, no makeup or anything a couple years ago. No, not a chance in hell. You know, I would have had to do the whole rigmarole, you know, whatever. Just gotta be standing, gotta have the right background. Oh, come on.
Yeah.
So.
Definitely, yeah. I think that's it.
That's all good.
Oh, if you had when you first started network marketing overall, or in your journey through network marketing, what were some challenges or setbacks that really like stood you in your way? But like, how did you get back up after that?
Everything. It's difficult at the beginning. People tell you no. They tell you you're crazy. They look at you like you're nuts. Your friends tell you you're insane. I mean, it's everything. It's everything. It's like the great artist Cardi B once said, knock me down 9 times and I get up 10, right? It's really a game of who lasts the longest. It's a game of who's willing to take the most hits, who's willing to be laughed at the most. And at the end, if you're continually laughed at, you get the last laughed. You know, nobody laughs at me now. Nobody.
No.
So is it hard being told no? Yeah, nobody likes it. Is it hard when people tell you should go get a job? Yeah, it's not fun. Is it hard when people say, why? Well, it's the weekend. Why are you at an event? Stupid. Yeah, nobody likes that. But like, nobody likes to do that stuff. And I'll just tell you, again, because I started this business when I was 22, like not that much older than you. If you would have told me my life would look like this if I kept showing up, there wouldn't be any days I ever doubted it. Do you know what I mean? Because there were a lot of times I almost quit. A lot of times I almost quit. Because I never thought, I'm a small town country girl. Like, I didn't think people like me lived lives like this, drove cars like that, flew private like that, lived in homes like this. No, that's reserved for special people. Well, let me be the one to tell you it's not. It's reserved for the people who stop caring what other people think and they're focused on their goals. Trust me. Trust me. This is an abundant planet. There is no lack of money. None. Go get it.
I haven't. I've seen you made a vision board before.
Every year.
Do you think that's something you should do every year?
Yes.
'Cause I haven't made one yet.
Oh my God. Your homework assignment after this is go immediately and make a vision board. Yes. Every
I've
single
heard you talk about
thing.
It, I'm just like,
It's like witchcraft and it works. It's not witchcraft. It's that your mind starts visualizing it and starts putting together exactly what's going on, you know? And it doesn't have to be the stuff that you think you need to put on there. You need to put on the things that you actually want. Not what, you know, you're supposed to want. What do you want? And put it on there.
Yeah. Well, thank you for everything.
You're welcome. I appreciate having you on the team. I'm very proud of you. Thanks for showing up to everything. I love getting to know your story more, so thank you for starting with that. It was very powerful. And I'll keep checking in on you because I think you got a very bright future, my friend.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Ciao. She's so cute. That's fucking crazy.